Expected expenditures, you can see the office rent is there because the check hasn't been cashed yet,
Okay,
but it's expected to be cashed hopefully by a valid entity. So I'll follow up with Dunn, let them know if we can't come to a conclusion if that number is incorrect or I got the wrong number or whatnot. Also, the copy machine invoice has been paid out for December and January. Dunn asked that I pay the January one out, so I did. And total expected expenditures are gonna be $12,981.02. So at the end of the month of January, we should have $18,333.93. Remember, this is all anticipated, so if I get any event funding request forms, it'll be subject to change.
Question. What is the Time Warner?
That's office, phone, and internet for the Dunn.
thank you.
Yep.
Any other discussion, questions? Okay, all in favor say aye. Item 23, motion, discussion, vote to approve the planning committee to submit proposed comment letter, which everybody should have a copy. Hang on. Perfect. Gary, pass that down to you. Did the public get copies of this letter?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
they're out there.
thank you. Quickly, this is what I propose to send to the guys at Metal Recycling Place up on Tuxford. The whole area, there's like, I've turned them all into the Department of Building and Safety. I filed violations on all of them. So hopefully they'll all get fined. They keep their dumpsters on the sidewalk. They block the sidewalk. This guy has a huge illegal sign on a trailer mount that he can haul around, tied to the, chained to the light pole. And in his application, he said, I don't plan to make any adjustments or changes to the way I operate. Just renew my application. So, anyhow, no landscaping. We're gonna ask him to put 10-foot of landscaping in. He's got graffiti all over his sign. It's been there for at least 6 months. He hasn't cleaned that up. So, anybody need more time to read this? And Mr. Barron, you can vote on this. Is that correct, Mr. Secretary? Yes. And I will be at the hearing on February 2nd. And we'll have another discussion about this later in the month on at the hearing committee. I still have to talk to the councilman's planning deputy about it.
Before you call for a vote, I'd like to make
Yeah, go ahead,
I'd like
please.
to make public comment now because while funding training, while funding training is required for a funding issue, new board members are required to take the ethics training. I'd like to know if the new board member that you just said was eligible to vote has completed his ethics training. The reason why I ask that is because ethics training specifically references planning and land use items as areas of potential conflict of interest. And if a board member has not completed the ethics and training portion of a board member, I don't think that they should be voting on a planning and land use issue.
I think that might be a valid point. So,
I'll refer you.
okay, I have an abundance of caution. I'll ask you.
I have no ethics anyway, don't worry.
Okay. And I will clear that up because we got a surprise last month in the fact that people who had not taken ethics training were allowed to vote on board members. So, okay.
Mike, I got a quick question.
Go ahead, please.
One of the sentences says that the applicant needs to install a smart satellite irrigation system.
Yes.
By right, by zoning code, or is it just like a?
No, because that's what I'm asking.
All right.
Yeah, these are the concerns that we have.
You might want to put just a justification why he should install a smart satellite irrigation. What's the benefits to the community? It might give that
It's water.
sentence, I know it's water, but it might give that sentence a little more weight instead of just saying that he needs to install something.
Okay.
I hate to make you do more work, or, ask that you do more work, but it's up to you.
Okay. Any other discussion, comments, additions, deletions? All in favor say? Any opposed? Okay. Moving on, I'm just gonna quickly say, the pawn shop in last month's meeting that said that the police, I was still waiting for the police to give me, police reports for the neighborhood, I received those. The monopile at cell site at Lehigh, this is where I wanna put in that, a landmark that says Sun Valley on it. And it will be 58 feet tall, as opposed to just an ugly, cell tower. They are opposing me on that, and I started to reach out to the business community over there on Summit. I met with Carol Silver of PIP, who used to be very active in the chamber, et cetera, and she's a leader. And then I'm going to talk to a fellow at the mobile station tomorrow. So that's that. Monopole site on Truesdale and Glen Oaks. They are sticking to the fact they just want to put a pole up there, and the deputy from Nuri's office is going to insist that they put up it's going to be a eucalyptus tree, supposedly. The movie studio. I came last with a list of questions for the movie studio that we needed answered before we could really go forward with that. And I sent that off to him and haven't heard a word from him. La Vida Gentlemen's Club, I have to do the same thing with the police report from Esther. That's the news about the Land Use Committee. Now we'll meet January 26th. Public comment. Any closing? Councilor Caesar?
Thank you. Just real quick, I wanted to briefly mention that Upward Bound in North Hollywood, that also services the Sun Valley area, specifically at Poly High School, is going to be reaching out to Neighborhood Council for a collaboration cleanup on President's Day in February. I believe they're trying to aim to do it this coming up Monday for MLK Day, which is National Day of Service that President Obama has made official, but I believe they had some issues in terms of reaching out to certain orgs that they originally wanted to do it, but they want to go ahead and postpone it until President's Day. So that's something that they're going to be reaching out to this council for, because the site that they're choosing is the Poly High School, Bird Middle School area. The cleanup is not going to be as intense as the pictures I showed you here. This one was a very specific kind of trained volunteers, and I myself was at this one and found a lot of stuff that children should be around. But for this actual cleanup, it'll be like light brush, leaves, litter around the Poly High School in the immediate neighborhood. And we do anticipate about a little over 60 students or so, so the middle school students are also welcome to participate. And I know that Poly High School is going to be pretty involved. So if the neighborhood council wants to join in and participate, we'll go ahead and connect beautification chairs. So I just wanted to bring that up briefly. It's something to look forward to. They couldn't make it today, the folks from Upper Bound, but I did let them know I'm going to present on their behalf as well. So.
Okay. I won't announce that. I think it's been covered.
Did they cover it? Oh, you did. Oh,
You
sorry.
said you wanted me to announce it. I think you took care of it. Thanks.
Oh, okay, sorry about that, yeah.
No, not
Thank
at
you.
all.
Okay. Well, we are one of the sponsors, and if that involves, or if it will involve the tools and stuff, then that's something you guys obviously don't have to incur for cost.
Go ahead.
So,
Right by Poly is the off-ramp for the freeway at Roscoe Boulevard, which is an absolute mess and really needs cleanup. Can it be extended to there?
what I will facilitate, like I did for the last mass cleanup that we had at Sun Valley High School, so now we're switching gears to the other high school in the neighborhood. We'll do like a stakeholders meeting that we facilitated at our office, and it was pretty successful. We had about 15 to 20 people show up, and we discussed the boundaries just so that everybody knows ahead of time what to expect. And we can go over that as well. So, yes.
The Roscoe Boulevard is a mess from Winston to the freeway.
Okay.
Junk and dirt on the,
That is something that I could send street services out to do a sweeping of, because I don't believe there's actual street sweeping scheduled there. So, but we can send them to do a cleanup. Yeah, for this actual cleanup, it'd be more like so around the high school and then when the little neighborhood, or depending on what the group decides to focus on specifically, if it's that area that you just brought up. So we always want to use caution in the areas we go to. So, yeah, and just real quick, so I just want to say thank you to those folks that attended this Councilwoman's gifted reading event at the library. It was a huge success. It was the largest attendance out of all 3 events across our district. So it was really great, and thank you for those personal donations that some of you sent in, and including Waste Management, who was a big sponsor as well of the books that we handed out. So we handed out over, I believe, 80 backpacks and over 90 books or so, because there are some siblings that weren't necessarily 2nd and 3rd grade, but it's never too early to start reading, right? So I just want to say thank you for that, and we look forward to the next one next year.
Great. Okay, any other public comment? Any other board comment? Go ahead, Mark.
I just want to call your attention on, I assume Caesar's taking public comment wasn't a public comment, it was a continuation of presentation of his agenda, because that did not portray any public comment. Then, 2.5 years ago, I learned that when public get up there, they normally present their name and they say who they are, and they're not supposed to be interrupted or subject to discussion. I saw tonight that gentleman, I assume he's a stakeholder. I believe we should hold our views and discussion, and I'm directing this also with, to you, Mr. President. So we should not answer him and let a person really explain what they are. Doesn't matter how bad it is and how harsh it is, that's why we are here. And I hope we should keep that thing going for the future. That's my observation tonight. Thank you for listening.
Mine?
Yes, go ahead.
I'd like to add to that, I've been thinking about this for quite a while, that all of us, and include myself, we give up our time, especially people like Mike, Caesar, everybody in this room actually, even people who come to our meetings. And I think that we should collectively be more terse, not duplicate things. If we hear a speaker, let them get done, and we don't have to interrupt. And there's just a lot of little things. I mean, like when we had tonight, the double vote with Gary, we already all voted yes. Why do we have to make another vote? I mean, that's just a procedure. But I'm only saying, I think that we, it's already 10 till 9. I don't mind so much, but I think that we should all work a little harder to be for brevity, and still, I think we can make our point. Thank you.
Okay.
Can I ask the question? Who's the gentleman who? Can you present yourself? I never got your
You can
name.
ask that question after we adjourn. I don't think it's.
Okay, I can do that.
Anybody want to make a motion to adjourn? I second it. I third it. We adjourn the meeting at 8:50. Please stay and give us a hand putting the tables away. Everything's got to be put back in place.
My first comment, Mr. Rivera introduced me. Oh, I did Mr. Lisbon. I got the email. Yeah, I read the email about the one for every agenda. Yes, so you are supposed to send an email until it's not right. Because you are here to I said this because this is what help these to just flag the ethics and the funding stuff.
Well, I've got,
But yeah, and I
personally like what you're doing. But although we are here for one-on-one, you know, when you want point of order. So exercising your right. Pleasure. See you again. Yes. Wendy. And we're still on Wendy. Wendy, then you're on a good guest. We exchange vocabulary words.
We do, it's true. It's probably everything I know.
Thank you for this.